Hello everyone, doing some more dueling with the jar. Getting to go first yet again because of everyone choosing paper for some reason. There was that phenomenon, like I mentioned before, going on where it just seemed to be beating everyone. So that's all everyone's using right now is paper, meaning it's really, really dumb. It shouldn't be like this. You go with scissors and you win almost every single time. Playing a 6 Sam deck, if they're using that thing though, it's going to be an older version. Or just some other weird version. And there we go, drawing into the worm links. So I'm going to be able to hopefully get this effect off. Even if he summons back the monster I just sent back, I can Waboku. Or not. Okay, that's unfortunate. Looks like I'm not going to be getting the worm links. I've actually seen some people make a mistake with this card where they'll activate Night Beam and then they'll chain something like an MST. It's important to note that you can't chain to Night Beam's activation, but you can chain to other cards, so just don't do that. That's not a good idea. And let's see if my opponent uses this thing's effect. I think he can send this one to the grave and destroy the links. Okay, he is going to get to draw 2 cards. I would also like it if he went off really hard right now, even going into an XYZ or... Okay, yeah, he is using the effect. He shouldn't have done that. Did he see what... Yeah, he saw I was running a Morphing Jar number 2, so he probably should be playing conservatively with his cards. And... kind of in an impasse here. I'm going to go ahead and set Absorb Jar. I need defense. I don't want to be taking damage because these guys can spam really hard. And the thing is, I don't necessarily want to destroy these. Even Solidarity. Oh, okay, that makes sense. If I destroy these, he'll draw 3 cards and draw monsters. But I really can't be taking much damage right now. Now, let's see what he summons if he goes into Shien. That's the typical I'm a 6 Samurai deck, so that's what I do, Shien. Although Catastro's a card too. But okay, I'm going to be setting Morphing Jar number 2 next turn. I wish he could have gone off harder, but he didn't, whatever. Let's see, what did I had? 2 Dark Bribes and Return of the 6 Samurai. Okay. Not necessarily getting that lucky against these, but if I do draw spells and traps at this point, I will need to use it. And wow, drawing triple Karaz again. I guess not a good day to be using a jar. Giving me some pretty hokey draws. Wow, getting another Solidarity. I want him to summon more monsters. For Morphing Jar number 2 to be super effective, it needs to be hitting as many monsters as possible, although I will be settling for just a Shien at this point. I need to get rid of it. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what happens when they spam, or when they draw a lot of cards. They get to spam, and he actually has a monster field, but... against most decks, but Morphing Jar number 2, it just does that smile and says, nope. And, oh wow. Missed every single summon. I just went 1 for 4. Morphing Jar being amazing. Okay. Back in a really good position. Yeah, Morphing Jar MVP of this deck, or of this duel so far. He shouldn't be able to get over Marshmallow very easily. He'll need to summon... either a Catastor, which it's... No, Catastor's a machine. He might not be running, or they might not be running a Catastor. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and set this bottomless. I am not going to be using Karaz because I need the defense right now, and if that's anything that can get rid of it, that would put me back in a bad position. But if he tries to summon something that can get over this, I do have a bottomless now, so... not sure what he can do. That's fine. I'll let him sink. If he even wants to. I don't know if he would make for a 6. But this won't actually help. All it does is it gains some attack, that's it. Aside from special summoning itself, but it won't be able to get over a Marshmallow, so I'm okay to just sit tight. Hopefully I can get better top decks. Although Marshmallow wasn't too bad. I really need to make up for these 3 Karazes though. I hate drawing all 3 like that. You drawing a Mirror Force? Okay. Yeah, that's decent. So now, even if he does manage to get over this, I can potentially Mirror Force any of the monsters he summons. And that Morphing Jar, again, just, wow, it hit him so hard. Do I bottomless this? That could be a Dark Bribe, it could be their Magnetama Trap. I'm gonna bottomless this because I would like to draw into more spells and traps, and I would like to be able to use them. Cunning of the Sixth Samurai? Okay. Doesn't... Okay. I think I'll bring... No, I sent back Shien. There's... Oh, darn. I guess I should have waited for that. Oh, well. This will still be... No, it won't be banished. What am I thinking? I shouldn't have used that. Yeah, that gets banished instead. Okay, and that was during his end phase. No, that's fine, actually. I am going to use a Karaz now and destroy both of these, because this sitting on the field will be able to destroy Marshmallow, and then I can't get over this. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that, because he's going to be able to use this thing's effect and destroy Marshmallow anyways. And because I have a Waboku now and a Mirror Force, he won't be able to... He can't attack over this right now. It would be really difficult for him. And he's used up a lot of his good key monsters, so he'll probably end up drawing into combo-reliant cards like more traps. Unless I just gave him... Okay, I guess he got kind of lucky again and drew into... And he's been getting really good on these... He's getting insane top decks. So he's gonna attack. Yeah, he can attack. Now I get to Mirror Force. This is what I was talking about. So even though he got really good top decks, I just got to remove them 1 for 2. So Karaz doing work like I needed to be doing. Getting another Mirror Force, that's cool. I could actually go into another Karaz and get rid of both of his solidarities, but I'm going to wait on that because I'm back exactly where I was before, except that now he has less cards to work with. And hopefully he stops top decking so well, otherwise he might make a comeback. Let's do... Okay, this only works on face-down defense. I'm going to go ahead and Mirror Force again. Yeah, let's just get rid of that. If I can draw into... So potentially into Crane, I think I can make a game. Actually, no. OC? Yeah, totally original content. I know, right? I don't know what he meant by that. OC? Maybe he meant OP as in overpowered. Although if he says anything about me top decking well, he himself is also... Oh, of course. Oh, okay. Yeah, he can't see my hand. Drawing double Mirror Force very barely makes up for drawing triple Karaz. Not to mention he's been top decking so insanely well, but if he didn't draw a monster this time... Okay, he's gonna hit the bluff. Although I was technically setting it for Morphing Jar, it did turn into a bluff. If he doesn't have another monster, I actually have game. I would, just one monster. If he attacks into Karaz, I won't do anything about it. I'll let it die. Then I will be flipping Morphing Jar in hopes of going for game. So let's see what he does. He only has one card left, so this should be pretty obvious. Either he has something or he doesn't. There's really no reason to think, unless he's trying to just stall me out, but that's fine. You can go ahead. The 3-minute timer is a thing. So let's see if he does anything. I started out by saying this is going to be... I thought this is going to be kind of weird because he's running some questionable Six Samurai, but it seems like he's made some pretty good plays with them, so kudos to him. He made a cool Samurai deck with some... Not really original. These were used in older versions like I was starting to mention, but these are cards that no one uses anymore, so it's kind of cool to see them again. I remember way back in the day, one of the last times I went to regionals, I was using a really old, like, a rock golem type deck at the time, and one of the best matches I had all day was playing an old school Sam deck. They had just come out, so this is a long time ago, and yeah, that's a fond memory. It was fun playing them. And that was back before they had synchros and like Shien. God, what was the best card? Yeah, they had Master of the Six Samurai. I think they might have had Shogun. That might have been the best monster they had, but otherwise they relied incredibly heavily on having multiple samurais on the field to give each other effects. Because if anyone's unfamiliar with old school samurai and how they they were meant to work or how they originally worked is that if you only had one samurai, it wouldn't do anything, but if you had two, they would each activate each other's effects, and that's what made them good. So it looks like my opponent is definitely a little bit salty, and this is only a 3-minute timer. Like, it's 3 minutes. Who is impatient enough to, oh man, it's taking too long, I'm gonna surrender, but it's just 3 minutes. I can wait that long. I don't think anyone really minds. But that is pretty salty. It would be kind of interesting if he came over from Dueling Network, because if I had a nickel back in the Dueling Network days of every time someone was about to lose in ranked and they just stalled and stopped doing anything, it was incredibly annoying. That's why coming to Ygopro, it was really nice, because even if they try to do that, again, it's a 3-minute timer. Compared to how long I had to wait sometimes on Dueling Network for a win, this is nothing. I don't mind. Let's see if he surrenders, if I could time limit up. Maybe he already quit and something went weird and just didn't give me the win. But okay, there we go. There's the GG. So if you guys enjoyed this duel, please comment, rate, subscribe, and stay brutal.